Good morning, or afternoon, I should say. This is Casey Cook with My Texas Estate Plan. I'm going to wait for a few people to get in because I think that there's going to be some individuals with questions. All right, we're live. Before I begin, as many of you know, the last video I posted was for a petition on behalf of our seniors to open up nursing facilities for visitation. And as a quick update before we begin, I want to thank everybody that liked, shared, posted, signed the petition, and to those that involved themselves in this cause. And as of today, or last week, or maybe a week and a half ago, the state actually did create guidelines for visitations in the facility. So I know that we're happy here. The facilities are happy, assisted livings, the seniors are happy, families are happy, everybody's getting to see their loved ones and interact. So we're very happy that the state was able to make these changes, what seemed relatively quickly after, everyone made it a priority. So with that being said, I'd like to say thank you to everyone. And now to sort of shift gears, we're going from our seniors to our other seniors, and we're talking about kids in school. So the purpose of this is that I wanted you guys to know options that you have as parents or grandparents or loved ones with kids that are in school ranging from kindergarten to college. Schools are opening up now, so I'm sure that either your children or grandchildren are beginning to go back to school or beginning to trickle back into the classroom or go to college. And so these are topics that are important not only for them, but for you to know as well. So as normal, we'll begin with the youngest people, and that's going to be the kindergartners. So when you think of estate planning for kindergartners, not much comes to mind. They're young, they don't really have anything. So what's there to plan for? Well, in the case of someone who's a minor, let's just say kindergartner, but that could be, anyone in middle school, primary school, high school, anyone that is under the age of 18, they need to be taken care of by their parent, loved one, their guardian. So in the event that one of their parents or both of their parents become incapacitated or pass, there are things and legal tools that need to be used and set up in order to protect them and protect their person, and also any finances that may have, their basic needs, their health, their maintenance, their education, any support that they may need. So we need to have things in place. Hello, Monica. That we ensure that they are protected, whether it be at home or in school. So tools that I often use with clients are designation of guardians. And this basically says that if I, as the parent, pass away, become incapacitated, and otherwise unfit or unable to care for my child, then I nominate, let's say, my mom or my sister or my brother to step in the role of fiduciary to be guardian over my child. And so the way that guardianship works is it's basically broken up into two different facets. So you have your health and your wealth. That's usually the best way to think about it. So you have your financial aspect, and you have your health, your personal, your person, your body, that aspect as well of a child. So in some cases, it may be best to nominate someone who is good at managing money, who is able to stay organized, to be an attendant in the student's life, be available for support, not just financial, but also just being present with the child. That might be a guardian that you nominate to be the guardian of the finances, of the estate, of the child. Now, on the other hand, that person, although they may be good at money or with money, they may not be the best choice for that child's medical needs. So they, when you're thinking about a guardian of the child's person, who they are, there are usually some considerations that I like to raise with clients so that they're aware of different characteristics that obviously, would be more beneficial for an agent or a guardian to have. One is proximity. Usually if there's a medical emergency, it is sudden. They need attention immediately. It's an urgent matter. So proximity to the person is going to be more important with a guardian for the person rather than the estate. Also, intent. Do these people who you're nominating as guardians know the intent of yourself? And if your child's old enough or conscious enough to have their own intent, do they know if there was an emergency what they would want to happen or how they would want medical issues to be handled? So these are all things that are very important as far as your minor children, making sure there is a plan in the event that you are not, as the parent or guardian or parent or grandparent or loved one who's responsible for them, if you're not able to be there for whatever reason. So let's shift gears a little bit higher in age and let's talk about seniors, those going to college. You're adults now. The birds have flown out of the nest, and so believe it or not, moms and dads, you are not the legal guardian over them anymore. They're adults, so what they need to know is that with them being an adult comes very large responsibility. That being, you are your own person, you make your own decisions, and a lot of times for young adults and those going into college, that can be overwhelming because you don't know what all you need to do. You're young, you don't have much experience of living on your own perhaps, and so there are tools, and we could talk about power of attorneys, and I've talked about those before, but more specifically educational power of attorneys that focus on education and the aspect of education in that child's life. Maybe you don't want mom and dad to be on everything, but you definitely need help, not with classes, obviously, but maybe talking back and forth with the student loan or student aid officials, talking with admissions, talking with financial aid or, anything with class schedules or something like that. You can limit and expand what you would want your parents to be involved with, and parents what you could be involved with. But for those that are going off to college, that is definitely something that you should highly consider, just because you don't necessarily want to be so independent that someone can't help you. All of these tools that we're talking about are not to limit your discretion on making decisions. These are more based and centered around the student or the person, and they're meant to assist and support and help to get information to make decisions. It does not infringe or impede on your ability to grow and have your own experiences at college or anything like that, but it's definitely there in the case of an emergency or if something happens like that. So the video is going to be kind of short today. I just wanted to get something out there, especially now that everybody's going back to school. Again, thank you guys so much for the video a couple weeks ago about the senior petition. We got a great response, an overwhelming response, and the community for the law firm and also my friends and family have been very active here recently, and so I really appreciate that. We'll continue to keep doing videos. If anybody has any topics or questions that they would like to pose, you can certainly put them in the comments below. or text me or message me or whatever you want to do. And then once we get those, I'll answer you, and we can go on from there. But again, this is Casey Cook with My Texas Estate Plan. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you.